Hey there, Wargamers. Austin here with Death Ray Designs, and I'm joined by Justin, aka TheArmedPainter, and
Super fabulous day, too.
we're going to play some Infinity. We're just getting started, back into it. I played a lot in the previous edition and some in 3, but I've been out of it for a while, and I need a refresher because I think we'd like to make some Infinity battle reports and just be up to speed as far as the state of Infinity these days. And Justin has only played a couple of games ever, so
Playing is the wrong term. I think we're going to call that getting destroyed in a couple of games ever.
that's fair. His last games did not go so well, which also was why there weren't any more after that. But today we're going to dive back into it and do a couple of the missions from Operation Ice Storm, just as a quick refresher for me and as a learning experience for Justin to at least get the core mechanics of the game. Please bear with us. We're probably not going to get every single rule right, and I'm going to be going a lot off of memory. I'm pretty sure I've got most things on lockdown, but I'll probably have to look up a few things. I'll probably get some stuff wrong, so feel free to drop us a comment. Please don't be mean, but tell us if we're wrong. So
We know some of you guys in the comments like correct us on rules. Being right is always a nice feeling.
it's true. That's what the internet is all about.
It's true. Just be nice about it if we're wrong, please.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started, and we'll talk about what we've got and get into deployment. Justin has maybe played, what, one game of Infinity a long time ago?
I think it was 2 in the same session, and I rolled so bad that you said, I understand if you don't play again, and laughed.
That's fair. Okay,
was that
so
bad.
We're going to try to get Justin back into Infinity, and I've honestly not played a whole lot this edition so far. I played a lot right when it started, but I haven't played too terrible much. And it's a game that I've always loved the lore and the look of, and I think, Justin, you would agree that it's definitely an enticing world to play in.
The minis look great, and while the infantry look pretty cool, really for me, it's some of the tags. Like, some of the tags,
yeah.
I'm just like, meh, whatever, but
Everybody loves a big robot, though.
I mean, the blackjacks, I've been on it, I've talked
Yeah.
about it in vlogs, but I'm real excited to get those in, because they look,
Sure.
like, I feel like they would like kick in a door in the Infinity Universe and be like, knock, knock, space democracy's here.
Okay, so some of the scenarios that are the best for teaching people the core mechanics of the game are some of the ones that Corvus Belli puts out in their starter pack. So like Operation Ice Storm, Operation Red Veil, those kinds of things. So we're going to play through the first 2 scenarios of Operation Ice Storm, which I'm kind of going on memory here, but they're essentially just straight up elimination type of scenarios where you put a handful of models on the board and you're trying to kill your opponents. So we're going to use the same minis that are in the base set for Operation Ice Storm. So it's Pan-Oceania and the Nomads. So I think specifically, I guess they're not necessarily specifically Corregidor, but they're all Corregidor. So let's go ahead and get set up. And I'll walk you through the general steps of how a game normally starts. So you've got your army list set up, and for our purposes here, in the first scenario, I'm going to be playing with 3 Nomad Alguacils, and you're going to be playing with 3 Pan-Oceania Fusiliers. You've got a total of 70 points worth of stuff. I've got 69 points worth of stuff. It's close enough for government work here to figure out who's going to go first and who's going to deploy first. We need to do a willpower roll. So what's the highest willpower on any of your guys? Should all be the same.
It's a 1.
No, not wounds, willpower.
Oh.
Whip.
A 12.
Okay. So in this instance, Nomads have a slight advantage with a willpower of 13. So we're trying to roll your willpower or lower, and the person who rolls highest while passing is the one who gets to choose.
So your stat attribute that's listed on the thing is the highest threshold
Right,
number.
exactly.
Okay.
So with a willpower of 12, you're going to want to roll a 12. 12 would be the best roll you could do, but you don't want to go over.
But a natural 20 fails.
Yeah, it's Price is Right rules.
All right, here we go. Natural 20 fails. Boom! It's already happened.
All right, so in this situation, because I've won this roll, I'm going to choose who goes for or who deploys first. Apparently, at least in the scenario situation that I'm looking at, I won the roll, so I have to deploy first and I go first. So
the advantage for me is being able to counter deploy.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and deploy, and we're going to deploy within 12 inches of the edge here. So it's basically anywhere from me behind that line with the little shipping container pod. So I'm gonna stash this guy here, and then she's gonna go out here. Make sure that she's within 12 of the edge here. Okay, so she needs to be back just a little bit. And then I'll have him in here. He's gonna be in the little bus stop terminal. So the two of them are actually in cover because they're touching the thing that they're behind. She is not in cover because she can't quite touch that car. Now,
Yeah.
that might bite me, but we'll see what happens.
Do they do true line of sight in this?
It is volume line of sight. So for this, each one of the models that we're going to be playing with is a Silhouette 2 size. That's a Silhouette 2 size. So we've made these little silhouette markers here that are not only just an S2 size for infinity, which means that this area under the S2 marker is the essentially a cross section of the volume of the model. So you'd hold it up behind a Mini to see, can I see any of the plate? Therefore, it's in line of sight. The other added benefit is that the height and width of it allows you to use it as a movement widget as well. And we'll show you how that works when we get to that.
So, in essence, just to re-clarify, the reason why this is really good is that some of the minis for this are like crouched or proning sniping,
Right.
but they're still meant to be this height. Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough.
It's, it lets the game developers, Corvus Belli, make the coolest looking minis that they can and have them in interesting various poses without feeling like, oh, I put this one in a weird position and now it's got a strange sort of line of sight to everything. Or cover doesn't work for it because it's too tall, or it's so short it can't see over anything. So now you're going to deploy within 12 inches of your table edge.
All right. What kind of trickery can I get into now? All right, so you said touching terrain gives you cover.
Exactly.
So if this...
Touching terrain and being partially obscured by it. I think it's like a third has to be behind it.
So we'll just put her kind of off to the side. So they're all touching, and he's
Yep.
taking cover behind a trash can.
Sounds good.
Or, I guess it's a trash
trash
can?
can, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess it could have been a place you could put mail. Trash cans are where you put junk mail.
The next aspect that we need to deal with is orders and the order pool. Each of the models that you've put out here right now, these specifically give you one regular order each. So grab 3 of your little order tokens here.
Orders equate to actions?
Orders equate to, orders equate to orders. Each order is a group of actions.
Okay.
So you'll have 2 short actions or a long action, but for this game, for the most part, you're just going to be using short actions like move or shoot or dodge.
So I can move twice because I get 2.
Exactly.
Okay, sweet.
That's why your movement on the page is broken up into 2 values. So if you have a movement of 4-4, that means you would move 4 in your first movement, and if you take a second movement, you move 4 again.
Okay.
Whereas other things like a bike might be, 10-6 or something like that.
Okay.
So on your first move, it's fast. On your second move, I guess they're thinking maybe you're taking a bank or something like that, and you got to slow down a little bit. Anyway, so that's what that is. Now we're going to go into first turn here. So since I'm going to be going, I will select, I'll opt to do an order, and I'm going to say who's doing the order, and I could have all 3 of those orders go to one person potentially. So you could have, all the people in the back basically being cheerleaders and, doing the rah-rah
Go,
dance.
Captain, go!
Yeah, exactly. And have one dude with a good weapon run up there and do stuff. But in this situation, it's all 3 exactly the same stat line, no matter what they look
So
like.
the only reason you'd want to give 3 actions, in this case, to the same guys, if that person has range and the other ones don't.
Right.
And you really want to shoot
If they're in
them.
an advantageous position, or you want to move them up so they have an advantageous position, and then they can just fire some more.
Okay.
For my first order here, and I'm going to keep mine up top just for visual, the ones that haven't been spent yet, you may want to do the same. Okay, so I'm going to have this Alguacil move up. And so we've got her movement is 4/4. So on my first movement, I'm going to have her move from, let's do this as precisely as we can here. So we're going to move here to here. So that's 2 inches. And she's going to move here to not all the way 4. So now the question is, did any of your guys see her during that movement? Anytime from here to here. So I'm going to kind of move this around. Did you at any point, any of your guys see?
So I would be using this, which these guys look roughly like they're standing. So like,
Sure.
I don't.
So she moved to there.
In all fairness, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you got pretty good like line of sights right through here. It's
Sure.
pretty good.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty.
Yeah. I mean, the
Pretty well
closest one was
clean here.
maybe him, but I think I only saw like the DRD thing.
I'm going to take my second action, which is going to be to move again, and I'll explain a little better what this is now. So as you can probably see from the overhead here, because her movement is 4 inches, setting this right up against her base and moving her all the way to the other side is 4 inches. Because her base is a 1-inch base or a 25 millimeter base, and this is 3 inches. So going from here to here equals 4 inches, but only for the 25 mil base sizes. Likewise, turning it sideways is 1 inch, meaning that it's a 2 inch and then you do another 2 inch. So
And the majority, if not all of the Infinity infantry are on 25 mils?
a lot of them, yeah. Okay. So like the robots, the remotes, the tags, they're on the larger size bases. Most of the time, all of your infantry is going to be on a 25 mil base.
Simple enough.
These are super handy. Okay, so next I'm going to do another order here because she's got, basically her ass hanging out there in the breeze. Let's get on up to some cover here.
All right.
We don't want to leave her out in the middle so that on your turn, if you move forward, you could just see her out in the open, shoot her. She's got no cover, no armor, no recourse.
All right.
So I'm going to go and move up here, and that'll put me basically right there at the counter. So now we're just going to check. Yeah, there's no way anybody saw me there.
Yep.
For my last action here, I think I'm going to just hop over the edge here.
Are there any rules for hopping over terrain, or you just kind of go?
I think that there is, there's some specific things about height and everything, but it mostly just is you spend extra movement, and because that's barely any movement at all, it's like a 2-inch move.
Yeah.
I think we're probably in the good there.
Okay,
we can look at the specifics later. So
Fair enough.
and then for my final order, I'm gonna have this guy take a move. So back here at the edge, we're gonna have him take his first move, and I'm gonna have him move up to be in base to base with this parked car. One thing to note also is that facing does matter in this game. So I've got him kind of this way, so his line of sight is there forward, and she is pointed this way. So if you were to go around the building and come up behind her without her noticing, you'd have the ability to take an action without her reacting, potentially. That is all of my orders, and now it is your turn.
All right, so I'll use my first order, and he's touching the car and behind it, and I couldn't see when you moved around, so he probably can't see me.
That is correct. You'd have to get all the way into this courtyard before he saw you.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move this little chica, and she's going to go...
Okay.
Okay, and then I
Very
get 2, because each order gives me 2 short actions.
2 short actions.
All right.
Yep. And because there's no way for me to have reacted to her, then you just take your actions.
So we're going to do a second one, and very similar to your first chick. She was kind of out in the open, so
You want to move her on up.
Yep, we're going to run up there, and she's not touching terrain, so we're going to kind of...
Now, if I can make a suggestion,
Yes.
don't end your second action where you are in line of sight of people who you weren't in line of sight with before, because the whole idea is that, and we'll get to it in just a second how this works, when you take an action, if it's the first action that a model has seen that model take this turn, they can do an automatic reaction order, or an ARO. So they can take an ARO against something that they saw you do. Normally, they're restricted to only being able to react to the first order, so that you have kind of a tit for tat thing where you take an action and then I react and then you react to my reaction, so that maybe those two reactions will have a cancellation effect. But if you aren't in line of sight and then you end your last action in line of sight, you can't respond to me because you're out of actions, and I get a response against you, and it's just basically like free hits.
Okay.
So
with her second one, we'll just get right up to the edge here where you
good.
can't see me, and ideally she's viewing that wedge.
Okay.
And he can he see into this area?
Let's take a look. Yeah, actually, he has clear line of sight to dude behind the trash can, and you have.
So I could shoot from here, probably.
Okay, so let's look at weapon profiles here. Our weapon profiles, the thing that you'll see up here is, so you've got combi rifles, yeah. The little range piece here. So in the 0 to 8 and the 8 to 16, so 0 to 16, you get a +3. In the 16 to 32 range, you're going to get a -3 to your attack. And then in the 32 to 48, you're going to get a -6. So that's going to be a really tough shot if you take it from there, especially because he's also in cover, which would make it a -9.
So I'd have to roll a -9. -9 for cover, or
No. There would be a total of -9. So you need to roll 3.
Okay. But if I move anywhere, if I move this guy, as soon as he moves, you get to shoot me, and you would be stupid not to shoot, correct? Because I would be leaving cover.
Yeah, but I also probably won't hit you, is the thing, because I'm also going to be at a -9. Oh, no, I'll be at a -6 because you won't be in cover anymore.
But you would take the shot because there's no reason not to. So if I move him and I'm going to get shot anyways, I could just stay there and take a shot and get lucky.
Yeah, the other piece is that I could try to dodge, at which point I'd probably just go prone and I'd be out of line of sight of you.
So that means I can't shoot.
No. You could shoot, and it would be essentially you moving out, me saying, "Oh my gosh, there's a guy coming. I better hit the dirt," and then you firing at me as I'm trying to duck for cover. Okay. So you could potentially hit me, but then after those shots, I'd be prone, and you wouldn't have line of sight to me anymore. You couldn't shoot me more.
So I could is shooting a short action?
It is.
So I could use my action or order on him to make my first half a shot at him, and then if you go prone, my second one could be moving.
No. Your combos are move, ballistic skill, move, close combat, move, dodge, move.
Okay.
So you could move, and knowing that I've only got one shot and that I'm going to be at a serious disadvantage, that you'll probably get off unscathed. But if you're feeling particularly unlucky, you might not want to chance it.
Yeah, I'd rather not lose a guy on turn 1, but I really can't move much, because if I move this guy and he just gets over here, if I leave it this way, I've got two dudes that can kind of see in this way, which I feel like is a good vantage point. So I feel like I might as well just shoot something. That seems to be a good idea. All right, so you're definitely beyond the good stuff.
Let's check the actual range here. So give me that, and I'll put it right over him. So that's the edge of his base here.
I think that's like right at 32.
Okay. Bring the tape measure down. Like bring it actually down to him and see.
Oh, yeah. So we're at 32.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So what's our range then?
At 16 to 32, it's -3, and your cover, so that's an additional -6. So negative.
No. It's just -3 for the cover.
So -3 for cover.
So in total, it would be -6.
Okay. So I'm looking for a 6 or less.
Correct.
Here we go.
And hold on, before you do that, so you declare
your first.
You technically, I think it would be for your first action. You would say, "I am." Oh, there's a word for it. It's basically like stalling. You're like, I'm waiting, and then I would say what I'm doing, and then you'd come back and be like, "And I'm shooting you."
Okay.
So in this situation, I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I'll just It's probably better for me to dodge, honestly. So my dodge would be on the PH skill. And the reason it's better for me to dodge is because me shooting back, I would...
Almost the same roll, but the dodge is a better roll.
I have worse ballistic skill than you do.
Oh.
So mine's at 11 and not...
So you would need 5s.
Right. So I'd need a 5. So instead of doing that, dodging at a physique roll of 10, I stand a better chance of dodging out of the way.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, I was trying so hard to hold the sneeze in.
check your stats on your weapon again.
Whoop.
One of the other noteworthy things there is burst value.
3.
So that means you're rolling 3 dice.
Ooh, I like this.
Okay, so in ARO, you only get a burst of 1 no matter what, except for certain situations where there's a special ability or something that says you shoot at full burst in reaction. I think it's called total reaction.
Okay.
So now we're going to roll these at the same time. This is a face-to-face roll.
I got 1.
I critted my dodge.
Fantastical.
So, okay, so that means that I dodge successfully, and I can make either a 2-inch move or something in that. I can make a movement of 2 inches, but I could also go prone. So we're going prone. Putting a little prone marker on him, and that's that. Okay.
All right, so that's it for me. Mm-hmm. So it will be your turn.
Okay, so I still got 3 guys on the field. So I've got my 3 orders back. And now this is the turn where we probably start mixing it up a little bit. Let's see, where are we going to?
See, that was a concern I had, because if you could see me, that same vantage point's good for me as well.
I'm going to actually give my first order to this guy in the back here, and we're going to completely knock this building off its foundation, and then we're going to move over here. So that's 2 inches.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go like way further out that way before you start to see me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my first move. I don't think anybody can see me, and then I'm gonna start making a break for this car over here. Okay, action number 2. We're gonna have him. Okay. So okay, here's my intent. This is also a big part of this game, is sort of describing intent to your player or to your opponent, so that you understand what's going on.
You don't want any gotcha
Yeah,
moments.
exactly. So I've got like 3 inches essentially to get to that car, and I've got a 4-inch move. Oh wait, this is my second action in this. No wait, this is the first action in the second order.
Yes.
Okay, so I've moved 3 inches, and now I'm going to move the rest of my actions staying in base to base here to try to pop out and see if I can see a guy. I'm pretty sure that we've got partial line of sight on
We
each
can
other.
see each other.
Yeah. Okay, so I've made my first move. Now you react.
I feel like I would want to. Hang on. Let me look at stuff. Can you pre-measure in this game?
That's a great question. I'm pretty sure you can, but actually, I'm not entirely certain that's true.
We're learning things and stuff. We're about to text Asa and see what the truth is. What the
I'm
gospel
just asking
is.
the Google.
Oh, fair enough. That would have been, well, I mean, it's almost the same thing.
Okay, so it's a no pre-measure deal.
Well, then.
Yeah.
Huh. So
no, Justin, there is no pre-measuring in Infinity.
So probably.
So just take a stab at it. How far away do you think that is? I think it's probably somewhere in the 18-inch range.
My guess is 15. I'm guessing.
Okay, so you're thinking that it's in the good range.
I think it's really close.
All right. Well,
But I mean, would I want to shoot with a potentially -3 at a good scenario because of cover?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, which would put my BS down to a 9, and then my dodge roll would be a 10. That's an optimum roll. My dodge is better with 1 dice.
Yep.
If it's outside, then I'm looking at a 6 again, which is not good. So I think dodge is better.
Okay.
So if you
for
shoot
it.
me, I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
you have to
you declare your reaction. You saw me move, so you got to do a thing, and then I declare my second action.
Okay, I'm going to dodge.
Okay, and I'm going to shoot. So can we measure?
Oh, let's see how close I was to this.
Yeah. Because that'll affect how.
That's 16. Yep, so
we're
about 18.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're at about 18, which means that we're in the -3 territory, which means I'm at a -6 territory, which means that I need a 5. So I'm rolling 3 dice. I'm looking for 5s or less.
I got a 6 before
Okay.
you rolled it.
Yep.
You got a 6 and a 2.
Yep. Okay, so that is misses for me, and you get your dodge off.
Which means I get to move 2 inches.
So actually, hold on. I had something up here that was like a 20, and I had a 6,
five,
and I had a 2.
You had a 5 and a 2, and I had a 6.
I had a 6. Because if I had a 5, then it would have been a critical.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I had a 6.
Yeah, you had a 6.
Okay.
That was the 6. Okay. So let's restage this.
It'll be on the camera.
It's true. Okay, so let's say that this was the actual rolls here. The thing that's happening here is that is a miss completely. This is a miss completely, and then you got a success, and I got a success, but your success is higher than mine, so that one success cancels out my one success.
But if you had rolled a critical, it would have canceled mine.
Yes, if I roll a critical, criticals will cancel other things except for criticals. Okay. So you take the higher critical.
Fair enough. And you've got one order left. If I move to here, you can probably still see me, so it really wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I could see you fairly easily over there. So you could go prone, or you could...
So if I go prone, you couldn't see me.
Right, you become the height of your base, essentially.
It's a good... Can I just stay where I'm at? Like choose to not move? I don't want to go...
Yeah,
do I only get...
You don't have to move.
So I get one reaction to every order or once per turn? So like if he takes
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go prone, I can't see you, I don't have a reaction.
Right.
If I stay where I'm at and you use that order to do him again, I get to shoot or dodge again.
Right.
Okay, so I would rather, if there's a potential you might come closer, I might make a shot. If not, I could potentially dodge again, which is a risk because you could crit me. Well, but I mean, if
I move out further, then you could potentially react with both of them.
Yeah, so you might just stand there and shoot me, because if I don't go prone, you would not move and give me shots on 2 dudes. If I do go prone, you may just move and try and shoot him. So it's either do I want him to get shot or him to get shot.
They're both currently in cover, and you could just make one of them disappear and not be able to be shot at.
For an action, can my first move be standing up and then my second one shooting?
You can just stand up for free.
Okay, yeah, so I was prone, that's fine.
Okay,
At least
yeah,
you'll have to move or something.
Yeah. It's like you got to give him an order to make him stand up, but...
But is that a short thing?
No, it just, as part of a move, you can stand up.
Okay, fair enough. So
You're going to have to give him a move order at some point to get him to stand up.
Okay.
Okay, so for my last order, let's be daring here. We're going to have him stand up, and we're going to attempt to make a break for it here. So I got my little guy back here in the bus stop, and I'm going to declare a move order, and he's going to move. Swoop.
And I can see you, right?
That is correct. So then he'll be there. Okay, so that's his
move. To shoot, right?
You can declare a shooting action for sure.
I feel like I should, because he would not have cover, right?
He does not have cover right now.
But you're definitely in the second bracket at 32, because he was in it last time, so it's -3. So I would need a 9.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's just do it. I'll shoot at him.
Okay, so you're going to shoot, and
so with your second action, you could do another move or shoot back.
Or I could dodge.
Or dodge. Okay. Yeah, and with dodge would give you a 2 move, and that would be your second half.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so your second half of this order is responding to what I do, and if I had no response, you would just meander on doing whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
So, let's see. I think that he's in a bit of a pickle, but I put him there. So I'm gonna have him just try to move and run over to that car.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have him run that way.
Okay. So now
he's still not in cover, but you're.
So you would get the move before I got the shot?
No.
Okay.
No. These things are happening simultaneously.
Okay. So while he's en route, bullets are flying. Here's the 9.
That's 17.
If we minus some dice.
Okay. All right. So in that situation, you would be getting to do a thing without a face-to-face roll, which is uncontested.
Yeah.
So if you just rolled it, then he's hit, and we got to take an armor save.
Okay.
So, okay.
Cool.
All right. That is all of my orders. We're all done here. So, back to you.
All right. So, first order, I think this might be entertaining. Maybe. First order is going to be on Chica. The intent is to move and stay close to the wall, and I know you're going to be able to see me as soon as I peek. I want to go enough to where I can see him.
Just him?
Yep, just him.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to get two reactions on me. I think I can probably do that.
Okay.
I think. I mean, you can see from that side.
I can see a tiny little piece of
Does she need to physically move, or is that...
No, I think that's technically all you need.
Okay.
Because it's about the volume of the model and not the actual model itself. So, yep, I can clearly see a piece.
Okay, and she would still have cover, and you would have cover.
Correct.
Okay, now you get a response, right?
That is true. So I will be shooting.
Okay.
I believe it is clear that we are within 16 inches of each other.
We definitely are.
Okay. So that's at a +3, but -3 for cover. So I'm just shooting at normal ballistic skill, meaning I need an 11.
Me too.
And you need a 12.
I need 12. So here's what I want to do, if you don't mind. You roll first, so we don't bounce dice like last time.
Okay, so that is the 13, and I miss. And that is 3 hits.
All hits. Pow!
Wow. Okay. All right. So now, this is the one time in the game where we're actually trying to get high rolls. Is the armor save. So it is the damage of the weapon, which I believe is 13. 13. Yep. So then you subtract armor.
So
for my armor, which is 1, and I'm in cover, which adds to my armor 3 more. So I've got 4 total armor, and I need to exceed the damage minus the armor. So damage is 13, minus 4 is 9, so I need a 10 or better.
Okay.
So here we go. Got to get triple 10s here. Oh man, I did. Okay.
Oh man! All right. Fine.
So here's one more thing that happens. I have successfully taken a bunch of bullets and lived, and this guy is probably freaking out right now. He just got shot 3 times, so he's got to make a guts roll.
Okay.
Or else he's gonna start panicking.
Ooh. Okay.
So
maybe he'll get
go.
real freaked out. He's got shot by Jill Valentine here.
So let's see here. We've got our willpower roll. And we fail the heck out of that.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Got scared.
I can back up so that you do not see me.
Yep.
So I'm hiding. All right.
Okay. So.
And actually,
would have been preferable.
I'm gonna attempt to just move out of cover, or just move into total cover.
I think the only way, if it was from this guy, I think the only way you'd get it is if I'm splitting, like, butt hairs there. I might have seen a teeny sliver. I don't think it was enough for me to call. It was like a laser pointer to get him.
Sure.
I knew what you were doing.
Okay, fair enough.
So he is not in cover.
He's not in cover right now. He is just swinging in the wind. Sounds like he's about to be in trouble.
He might be, because I feel like she might just toe up a little bit more. That's going to be further than 16, but he's got no cover.
Yep.
And she might just, like...
I mean, you did great last time.
Well, your armor did great.
That's true.
If these guys run, you're going to have a reaction to it. And at this point, you may not even shoot. You may just dodge just so you know he's got that extra, like, he's where you want him to be.
Yeah. That is likely what I would do. If you come around and shoot at him, he's going to try to dodge. Like, that's his best bet.
And you can dodge even if I don't shoot at him.
Yes. If you don't shoot, then I see you coming and, like, I'm like, oh, no. I got to get out of the way, and then even if you're just like, ha, 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 sucker, I'm going this way.
Okay, so I got it.
All right.
Second action, this guy's going to be standing up and moving.
Okay. Where's he going?
He's going to go... If I go to here... No, I'd have to physically be, like, covered. So if I'm, like, touching, but it doesn't cross our lines of sight, he would not have cover. So, like, if I stay touching this car...
Right. You can just hug the car. Sure.
Yeah, but that's this side, so I wouldn't have cover from that side. Or I just have cover because I'm touching it.
No. It has to be blocking it by a third. In fact, that's what the line's on here.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. If he's going to go, he just needs to, like, fly out there.
Sure.
Okay, so now you have a potential reaction if you want it.
Okay.
I think you could probably see me.
Does he have line of sight? It's hard to tell.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm so worried about it. All right, well,
Now, I think that if you do that, he's going to have a shot at you.
Well, I definitely know he will, but I still feel like that's beyond 16. It's a -3.
Okay.
It might be a good vantage point for me to be in.
Sure. But I can shoot you on the way, which means you won't have cover at the time.
This is true, but you have a -3.
I mean, it's
That's fine. We'll just
true.
we'll go this way since he can't see me. That's
fine.
good. Good to know.
Playing that ARO denial game.
I mean, it makes sense. I had my one good roll for the game.
There you go.
I'm not
I had my
expecting
one good roll for the game. That was insanity.
This is true. It was. Now the question is, do I want to leave him butt in the wind or peek Chica around and shoot at him and make you get back?
That's entirely up to you.
Your
calls.
your ballistic skill is 11
Mm-hmm.
and this would be a -3, so you would need 8. And what's the strength on your weapon?
It is the same weapon as you have. It's a combi rifle.
So it's a 13.
Correct.
I wouldn't have cover, so I would get a -1 from armor, so I would need to have a 13 or better.
Yes.
I don't like those odds. You might actually shoot at me at that point. I don't like it. It's tough. Let's just peek forward enough till I see you.
To see
Yep.
him?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's enough.
Yep. I think that's probably fine.
And she would still have cover from everything, or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
so that's the intent. So we're going to do that. You have a reaction.
I'm going to...
It's actually turn her, so she's facing the right way. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to dodge.
Yep, I
I'm
figured
going to
you
get
would.
the heck out of the way.
All right, so this, I'm positive that's beyond 16 and not beyond 32,
Sure.
so -6s. I have a 12 ballistic skill, so I need 6 or
And
better.
I'm looking for a 10. Oh, fail. All fails.
We're so good.
Yeah.
I missed shooting him and he failed to dodge.
I'm pretty sure that nothing happens. I'm just like, and then like,
Bullets like,
I don't get to dodge at all.
All
You
right.
missed me.
So there was some strategy with that.
Sure.
But I think that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right.
It's actually really good that he failed, because if he moves, bad stuff happens. Because I can see him.
Right.
And he's
but
not
you
covered.
can't ARO on your turn.
No, but now on your turn, since
Right.
he didn't actually get the dodge off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing for you. So on my turn, he's gonna have to stay like stock still, not to get shot all the heck up. All right. So okay, let's put the orders back up here. I still have 3 living guys miraculously on the board.
Does the dude who dove for cover, does he have to make a roll to get back in it, or is this turn he just recovered?
No. He moved out of the way. Basically, the penalty that I get for failing that is that he no longer is in a position to take AROs anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what that's about. It's essentially like suppressing somebody where they're like, I got to get out of the way so you can't see me, but also they can't see you anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so my first order, I'm going to try to slice the pie out here until I can see you around the edge of that car. So you'll still be in cover.
Okay. Is the intent to just see her?
Yes.
Okay, so
who else can see me?
Well, I mean, this guy I don't think could, but if you go any further, he might see you.
To start getting into his territory, I would need to be on the other side of this car almost.
Okay, fair enough.
So he's got line of sight to her at the wall. I believe we're at even odds right now. Basically straight ballistic skill because we're at +3 and then -3 for the cover.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and roll for it. I've made my move to edge in. So what is your reaction before I shoot things?
I feel like I should just shoot. Oh, I only get 1 dice.
That's correct.
Okay, so hang on. My ballistic skill would be a 12 because we're canceling out. My dodge would be a 10. I'm better off shooting.
Yeah, actually, you're better off shooting right now.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got my 3-shot burst.
They've all missed.
Oh boy! All
Here we
right.
go. Here's the
Wow.
12. No, but it hit.
You shot me back. Hilarious. Okay, so then I need to make an armor save. So I'm needing to get a 10 or better. I don't. So he goes down.
I killed a dude.
He is unconscious.
Oh, I'm coming over there. Coming over
Okay.
there. It's like a Gears of War scene when the smallest chick on my team comes. She's like, eh.
So now you might wonder why we don't take it off the board, and I'm sure that any of you who are watching this who have played Infinity ever know the answer, but it is because in other games you can have doctors that can come over and try to get him back up. Okay. Slap a med pack on him or something. So,
Does he have a chance in this game to get up?
no.
Okay.
But
For learning
just
things.
for the purpose of being accurate, we're just leaving him there.
Okay.
Okay. So then
Statistically, you had the advantage, though. You should have gotten like.
oh, sure. I should have gotten a hit at least. On an 11. That's about
Statistically,
50-50.
yeah. So two out of three, almost
So,
2 out of
yeah.
3. Yeah.
One or two. But it's okay. So I'm gonna have.
Can he see you? Because I think that he's probably got a nice wedge down this alleyway.
Okay.
That's my thoughts. Probably. Assuming he can see.
You're probably gonna have to tell me. Can he see anything below that S2? You're gonna have
Him?
to. Yeah. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. Can he? I would assume he could see over this.
Sure. Well, here, hold on.
Yeah, because I can't crouch down.
The tape measure. I'm gonna flip it over so we're not seeing the actual measurement here. But let's.
I know it's beyond 16, so it doesn't matter.
Sure. So that's the outside edge here.
Yeah, and this is like dead center on my dude.
But does it pass that wall? Oh, okay, so get it to his outside edge.
To my right edge, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it passes by that wall, so you'd be able to see him.
Okay, so if I respond, can I respond with both characters?
Yes.
I would have to roll separately because he would be at a -6, she'd be at a -3.
Correct.
Because you don't have cover, correct?
I do not have cover currently.
Okay, so they are both going to be trying to...
All right, so action number 2. Wait, have I taken 2 actions or just 1?
You have declared he's going to do something. You haven't gone anywhere.
So I'm going to have him move. He's going to start moving this away.
And these shots are simultaneous.
They are simultaneous.
Okay.
So
what is your response?
Have you declared that you're shooting with
They're both going to shoot.
Okay, then I'm dodging.
Okay, so she's going to be at a -3 because of range, but there was no cover. So
Right.
she needs a 9. Got it, and he
That's
needs
a 6.
a 9 or less.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
and he needs a 6 because he's at.
Got it.
Whoa, hang on. No. Okay, so they're both at -3 because they were within 32.
Okay.
Actually, we might need to measure where your guy was.
Okay. So the closest that he was here.
Okay, yeah, so that's like 29.
Okay.
Okay, so he also needs 9s. I was thinking cover, so double minus. Okay, so he did not hit. We got 1, no crits.
Okay. So you got a 6. I got a 3. So you hit, and I just need to do an armor save. So that is a 19, which is good. But I also got to take a guts roll. Okay, so that actually fails his guts roll, but the thing is I'm already out of cover. I'm already out of line of sight of everybody, so then it doesn't really matter. I've already done that.
Yeah, and you already have the best cover you could have because I can't see you.
So wait, then...
And you wouldn't have to go prone. It just says out of line of sight or whatever. So yeah, I think you're probably fine.
So then I'm just going to use my 2 inches of failed guts roll move and just move forward. Actually, that's a bad plan. Let's keep him there. Let's put him in cover.
Yeah, I mean, if she comes around to try and shoot you there, I'm going to be sacrificing probably her cover in return from the right side if your chick runs over here.
Yeah, she is right there behind the counter, so.
Yep, she's hiding. He's being sneaky.
Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, he was here. I'm going to have him do his 2 that way.
Because you can take the
Because I can take that last order with him, and we're going to have him just advance here. And I don't think that you can see anything there.
No. Because his wedge would be across that. So if you're on that side of the pink car, no.
So then I'm just moving up to here, looking over the top of that trash can. All right. So that's the end of my turn. Back to you.
So now I'm in a position where anywhere I move in this vicinity, if I want to get more people on you, you're going to get a shot on me. Yeah, so we'll move, and I know you're going to declare pew-pews in my face, but it's okay. So he almost makes it to the cover. Not quite.
Okay. So then I'll be reacting with him, and he will fire at you. So I'll be looking for 11s.
Okay. So you'll be hitting, and you'll get 1 shot.
Yep. I only got 1 shot.
If I dodge, I get to finish my things. And I would rather be shooting from the cover. But I could be in burst range, which is 3 dice, at -3, which is looking for 9s. I don't know. We'll just try the dodge. We'll see what happens.
Okay, sounds good. What's your physique?
It is a 10.
Okay, so I'm looking for 11s or less. You're looking for 10s or less.
10.
Oh,
19. Poo. Okay, so now I have an armor save of... I have no cover, and you have a 13.
so you're trying to beat a 12, which is a 13.
Okay.
What we got?
I mean, it depends on if you call a cock run. It looks like it would probably have
You can
landed on
reroll
20.
it if you want to.
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to because it would be a 20 if it pushed down. So.
But that's not a 20. That's a 1.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, then, I mean, I'm not going to reroll it because I just said I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because that would be cheating. I would be like, I wouldn't reroll it as a 20. I mean, being consistent. So now I would have a no, I died.
Yeah.
Okay. He did. He died.
Actually, wait. Yeah, because that's the only time that you're going to be... You started to get me confused. I was like... yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, she'll edge forward then.
Okay.
Until she sees you. You'll have to tell me when I can see you.
I think we're good there.
Okay. So, she gonna shoot you.
Okay. And yeah, I'll be shooting back. Though I should have declared that before you said, I'm going to shoot you.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, you probably knew I was going to shoot you. Anyway.
Right. I mean, that's kind of, yeah. You
'Cause-
telegraphed that move.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's what she's done the whole game. We would both be +3, but it cancels for cover. So straight dice, right?
Yep, so straight dice. I'm looking for 11, you're looking for 12.
You got a 20.
Yeah. Poop.
I got a
2.
7 and 10.
Armor saves, I'm in cover, so I've got 4 armor total. 13 minus 4 is 9. I got to get over a 9, so 10s. Okay, that is
That one
definitely
definitely
die.
not close.
There we go. So I got a 10 and an 18. Cool. Now I got to take a guts roll, a pass. 3 is under his willpower, so he is frosty. All right.
Which is good, because he didn't move, which means I can shoot him again.
You can.
So what we're gonna
And
do.
I'm going to try to shoot you back again. Here we go. Rinse and repeat.
Yep.
All right, looking for 11s.
You got 4, and I needed 12s.
Correct. So probably an easy thing to do. Oh boy.
So you canceled all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
So that means I have an armor test?
Hang tight for 1 sec. I'm just going to double check that and make sure I'm remembering that correctly.
It'd be awesome if we only canceled one of them.
So yes, all of those are canceled, and now you've got to make an armor save. So you're still in cover, so you're looking for
Not that.
not that.
Well, it has drastically taken a turn.
It has. I thought you had this wrapped up, man.
I have no faith in dice rolling.
Don't worry. This is the most mirror match, no frills kind of engagement here. Okay, so my turn. Okay, let's give it a shot. I've only got 2 orders now because I've only got 2 guys. So my first order, I'm going to. I'm gonna jump in the dumpster.
That's where that guy belongs.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean, Justin. All right.
That's where these dice are gonna go.
All right. So you can't see me,
Yes,
John
that's correct.
Cena. I'm going to move up there. All right. So then I'm going to spend my second order, and I'm going to... So I'm going to move straight up to the wall here, and that's about 3 inches, and then I'm just going to edge out till I can see...
And that's the second half of your order? So, like, would I be able to respond to seeing you now?
No, that was the first half. Because I hopped over and I moved, and that was my first order. And then my second order...
So I can respond to that?
Yes, you may respond to that now, but I can still respond.
Yeah, well,
I can attack back.
Yeah.
You caught me off guard there. I was like, wait, but no, that was the first one.
I have to shoot you. It's better than my other roll.
That's probably true.
I'll roll first this time.
Go for it. That's a 20. That is 2 hits. Okay, so armor save time, you were looking for 10s. Justin.
That was a real quick battle report there at the end, folks.
Okay, all right. Well, we did good.
Well, I'm good at painting models. That's about where it is. When it comes to dice, it doesn't matter. These aren't even my dice. Someone else's dice.
Don't you love Infinity, Justin? Was it the most fun game you've ever played?
It was starting good because it felt even until it wasn't, and then my dudes just went, we quit.
Yeah.
They literally just quit.
It wasn't your dudes that quit. It was those dice.
These dice have the Pano image on them.
Yeah.
They quit.
Yeah. Apparently.
It was bad. Like, and it's not like a dodge roll would have been better because I took the best roll I had. And he just went, no, rest of my team's dead. I quit.
Well, that game, it went. Justin, how you feeling about that game? Your first game back.
There's only certain things we're allowed to say on these videos. We want to keep them rated G.
That's fair.
I didn't roll so good.
I know you didn't.
Or you just roll real good.
I think it was a little A and a little B.
I think it was mostly A. If A stands for Austin and B stands for Baddie.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us while we did this and started to brush up on the rules some. I hope that you enjoyed the mess we made and
my salty tears of sadness
all over the place.
It's also important to remind you that if you like this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe somewhere around
Please
there.
do.
And if you haven't already, check out death3designs.com. This train's not up yet, but it will be available soon.
Yep. We'll be launching hopefully sometime this month, and we'll have some more fresh, cool, new stuff for it also at Adepticon. So if you're interested in it and you want to see what the hot new second wave stuff is, we're planning on bringing that with us to Adepticon. So anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.